All right, folks, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the bad guy. If you know me, you know that there are certainly cards that are better than it in the format, but my least favorite card in Standard is Enduring Curiosity. Just the most demoralizing card to play against, where they play it, you know you can't win anymore, but you're still like in the game. They just draw 9 cards, you have to keep playing. But yeah, so this is like one of the other top decks in the format. Denisevich played this to a championship at the Magic Online weekly event, and we're playing the serious decks as we get ready for Orlando this weekend. I'll be doing commentary, and this is just Dimir Midrange, folks. Nothing too crazy here, just your usual Dimir stuff. Pretty tight list, you know. Early creatures, get down Kaido, get down Curiosity, counter and kill stuff, play a Preacher, and do your thing. So pretty flexible deck. Kaido and Curiosity are still both insane. To the point where, I think Vivi is clearly on the chopping block as far as bans go. This is a weird one where if they ban, Curiosity was one of the few cards to dodge bans in the last ban cycle, where, like, Dimir was, like, the one deck left from that format, minus the Vivi Cauldron decks. The ban just Vivi. I mean, this deck gets too good, so I don't know. I think Curiosity is also on the watch list, too, but we're going to play it, and we're going to play some decks and kind of get ready for stuff. So if you want to win, if you're looking for some serious, sweaty, real gamer hours, look at this guy right here, right now. So, let's get right to the games. We're brought to you by...
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count, whether you're a seasoned player or just starting. Our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
We had a question in chat. Hey, Jim. I'm wondering, as a Commander player getting into 60 card formats... No, wrong button. No. Wrong button. No. Ah! I meant to say, as a Commander player getting into 60 card formats... There's nothing better, Cassian, than a Commander player wanting to get into 60 card formats. It's the best. High five. Yes! Want to know about sideboarding. So what are sideboards for? Sideboards kind of thing. Hello. And interaction space in the main board, but the sideboards, different interaction or ways to make your deck go off. So sideboard is basically, in any card game, it's very hard to account for everything. Where your opponent might bring a deck with no creatures in it, or might bring a deck with all enchantments, or a combo deck, or something like that. And you can't have answers to that in your main deck. Your sideboard is allowing you to kind of tailor your deck towards what's going on. Otherwise, in Best of 1, you see a lot of decks that are super linear. So you see a control deck with no creatures. We're playing a card game, that's right. So you see a deck with no creatures in it, trying to exploit the fact that their opponent's removal spells will be dead. Oh, don't touch the microphone, dude. Come on. Like Cassie's Biggie shirt? Try Cassie's shirt.
The vet complimented it.
Yeah, nice. Right? You say Biggie Smalls, Cassian? Your Biggie shirt, that's right. Alright, so we're gonna flip it, Strowner. I think I want to flip it to the Llanowar Elves. Daddy's too big, I know.
Mommy's too medium.
Mommy's too medium? Wow!
Wow.
Damn, mommy's too medium. That
was savage.
Man, Nicole just got rocked on live television. Mommy's too medium.
Daddy's too big.
Alright, here's an ale. Ooh, that's a really good draw. There's a pretty sick draw here. Wow, so they're on the play. Even though I tap their guy, they still have turn 3 wagon attacking, getting a land, and putting in a thing. That is something. All right, might be in trouble here, honestly. The ramp with Llanowar Elves on the play draws are pretty gross. They have like an Overlord here. I think we're just dead. Roaming Throne? Oh, they're this deck. Okay, sure. I think we're dead, honestly. So we attack for a shot here. We can like Tidebinder something. I got a flip. It's kind of cool. Just say go. We can Tidebinder the crew on this, maybe. So you go. Only have one blue, so we can't even, like, Siren and flip bits. The most important thing about sideboarding is to think about, don't think about it as I'm taking cards out of my deck and putting cards into my deck. Think about it as if you were to build your deck in a manner to beat the deck you're sideboarding against, how would you build it? Right? So this is an example. So we're playing against a ramp deck here, right? This is a deck that's a lot of ramp. They have few threats, but a lot of payoff. I'm sorry, they're actually just the Temur Battlecryer deck. But they, you know, how are they going to win? They go big. They kind of combo. We need to get under them. You know, so think about how the game's gonna go and what cards will work well or not well in that sort of outline. And kind of go from there. So if we kill this, they get to trigger. Stunning it is like a pretty awesome way to get around that, which is nice. So I mean, that feels pretty good. We're just gonna jam. I don't think they're gonna shoot the Sheriff matters that much. Target flyer. Okay, I don't want that. So go. Alright, ship it. So go. So if they're allowed to do their big things, we're gonna struggle because we're gonna give them time to do this. So it's our job to kind of like make sure we can close the game out early. So our cheaper creatures, our cheap interaction are really important here. But if you play against a control deck, maybe you want to do different things, whatever, and so on and so forth. So, alright, so they play Trailblazer. We draw Kaido, and they're at 5. Shoot the Sheriff on the Golf. It's funny if they named an Outlaw, but like we're just gonna kill this in attack. I'm sure. I shot the Sheriff. I didn't shoot the Eldrazi.
You big stupid jellyfish.
Woo! I thought we were dead that game. Our draw was good. So, let's look at sideboarding right now. So, they are a deck. They're trying to get Trailblazer and like the Battlecryer in play and do kind of like really big mana stuff. It's our goal to slow them down and kill them before they can do that. Because if the game goes long, we'll lose. So, we're going to want probably to cut some of our top end, honestly. I think Preacher's very slow against them. And the Curiosities are probably... Let me show you like one of each of these. Then we're going to want more cheap interaction. I think Annul counters Wagon, Throne. That's mostly it. Spell Pierce doesn't counter much either. Stroke's pretty good against them. Fable Trick's interesting too. I Trick is better than Preacher. This is a really good example of sideboarding, right? So a card like Fabloom Trick, 2 flyers, instant speed, tap a thing, is a really tricky instant speed, kind of like, I want to get under you, leave counter spells up, and tap your shit and kill you kind of card. Whereas Preacher's a much more raw, powerful card that's better in longer games and better versus like more aggressive decks. So it's an easy swap in this matchup, where we don't want the game to go longer and they're not playing an aggressive deck, so we can tailor our deck to be better against what they're doing. Cool, cool. Betrayal, Duress, not very good either, but I want Cheat. I think Tidebinder's pretty good. Betrayal's not great, but... 1 Spell Pierce, 1 Annul. If we ever got our Wagon or a Throne with Annul, it is pretty gas. Pierce, Negate. I think Betrayal's kind of okay. Can we bring a Betrayal? One extra removal spell. Let me actually bring in 2 Betrayals, just cut another 4-drop. Which is really, the game is not about cards, the game is about killing them fast. Oh, maybe we won't do bad things. We can't, I literally can't count, so...
I'm stupid, you're smart.
Sure, whatever. Sounds good. Alright. That's a gross hand. Again, I think there's matchups where we would keep this hand, but I think we need to go fast in this matchup, and this is not really a very fast hand, so we're going to mulligan. Try and do better. That is a lot better, actually, so... Alright, sure. So we keep this. We got the 1, 2, 3 curve. No liner elves, please. Damn it. Liner elves in the play is so good. No wagon. That's... So they're going to plot Outcaster Trailblazer. We draw a trajectory to kill this with. That also kills the Trailblazer, though. It might be too late, honestly. at that point. So we can like map. Maybe we actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to just tap the elf with the Floodbase Drowner. That's a play that adds power to the board while also disrupting their ability to do things. I kind of like that. Tap it up. Cool. And then now if they play the Trailblazer, we can kill it with Trajectory. We can get our map on. Let's try and see what's up. Esper Origins, great. So a card that does not affect the board is really good for us. Surveil 2, gain 2. They've been a starting town. Play a breeding pool. And the world is ours. We draw Strategic Betrayal, which is interesting. We're gonna hold up Tidebinder, I think, and just attack. We are a little lacking in closing speed here without a Kaido or a Curiosity, but now if they play a 4-drop, and maybe just like they Trailblazer, we can Tidebinder it, which is kind of cool, and stop the mana ability and the card draw. I really want to just cast Tidebinder to put more pressure in play. Just kind of close this game out if possible. Man, folks, the first time I that follow up, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, content creator, and full-time content creator. Hi there, hello, welcome. Your support makes what I do possible. So hit the buttons if you can. Leave a comment, leave a like. Don't be shy. A lot of work goes into my content. Your support makes that possible. So here's Trailblazer, and it's going to ETB and make a trigger. And we're going to Tidebinder that trigger. No abilities for you. Just a vanilla 4-2. Just not so good against my Trajectory and Betrayal. Betrayal most foul. And they're going to play a World Wagon instead of playing the Esper thing. Cool. They can crew, but sure. We draw a Kaido. Alright, so we're going to Kaido here, I think. We can stun the wagon, which is kind of cool. So let's go land. Let's Tragic. They'll crew in response, and then we'll attack with our Siren and Kaido and stun down the wagon. Betrayal looking, I don't know, okay here, I guess, but 1 blue mana up. To crew or not to crew. Could have Betrayal last turn to clear the Esper. That's fair. I think that we want a Tidebinder. We're going to crew. So they crew. And we're going to jam. Ninja, rap. Go ninja, go.
Let's give it our all, punk.
I'll keep this off the board. So you go.
You're not going anywhere.
15. Don't think we're in like amazing shape here. There's a lot of things they could do to kind of like push back into this game. They should go like land, play a big thing or whatever. Opponent should have cut the elves with fire magic. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, I think the elves are really, really important. I think going fast is like the most important thing by like a lot. I could be wrong, but alright, so now they have this dragon and our Betrayal is not looking awesome. Alright, we're going to map onto Kaido. Start there. I want to counter there so we could pump and get the ninja token and then get through here. I mean, now he might just Edict tap. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So, alright. So we're going to Edict them. They'll sack Llanowar Elves. We're just gonna sack Kaido and tap a Dragonhawk, and then get him for 5, play a Siren map. They don't have much going on here anymore, so they're all throwing away Kaido, but it's fine. Can map onto. Do I want the extra damage, or do I want the? I'm gonna map again on the Kaido. That's pretty risky though. If it misses, like, it's pretty bad. Maybe I should just like peeked first. That's fair. That's a reasonable thought. Let's put it on. This is Doc. They have one unknown card in hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Get a damage. Triumph is great. Attack. Say go. We're gonna play an alien.
Our mission is simple. Destroy all...
They could have hardcast and just put it in play, which honestly might have been right. Now they gotta get lucky and draw a spell here. Whoever's dead. Whoever's dead, basically. So, alright, so we can attack. I mean, this can shuffle this way. We're not gonna do that. Let's just say go. They're gonna play a thing and die, and life's gonna be great. Weird game. Felt like we were in kind of bad shape, but then they just stumbled and didn't do anything and just died, so I'm cool with that. It works for me. I don't know how it works for y'all, but it works for me. I think not casting this last turn was a pretty bad miss. They had 6 mana. They could just play it as a big creature. And then if I kill it, they have a chance to put another blocker in play, which is really bad. Like, we only have 1 flyer in the air, so. Kaido's pretty good. It's a pretty good Magic card. What do you got going on? I got some Rogue Energy. Rogue Hydration. Dragon for Mango. Hashtag sponsored.
Gay.
Cheers.
Blouses.
Let's go. Spaghetti-o. Hand is not great, honestly. We've got on the play, no third land. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Sure. A little awkward also. We're gonna keep. Dump a Siren. We have a tap land, so we should get to go Drowner or Bat into Preacher. We'll see if this is a good matchup for Preacher or not.
You big, stupid jellyfish.
Alright. Snap stinks since the Kid Omega debacle. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think Marvel Snap's freaking awesome. I'm almost like sad that Once Upon a Galaxy has displaced Marvel Snap for me. Like, that's how much I love Marvel Snap, but we'll see if it sticks or not, because I do love Marvel Snap. Bat time! No.
Where are they?
Whoa! It's a blast from the past!
Pointless nostalgia.
Look at this! Jeskai Oculus. Oculus has certainly fallen out of favor for Cauldron being the big graveyard deck, and also with Cauldron playing 4 main deck Cauldrons, main deck graveyard hate's a little rough too, but that's awesome. Good for them. It's gotta be Dragon Hunt, right? Yeah, just gonna take Dragon Hunt. Sure, take Dragon Hunt. Post rotation Oculus. This is the deck I played on the Pro Tour that knocked me off the Pro Tour. Should have played Domain. My teammate Matt Naz wins the Pro Tour Domain. Reed top 16's the Pro Tour Domain. They drew the card that what? That's the card that I took. That can't happen. A Thoughtseize bug on my television show? I think we're in trouble, actually. I think we give them 1 token and kill it on my turn. I'm pretty sure. So they'll Oculus, which is fine. But here's Helping Hand, sure. We've got Drowner and Bitter Triumph. They've got Bounce Off, Dragon Hunt, Scholar, Unknown card. They're just gonna bounce off aggressively. Damn, that's aggressive. Alright, sure. Alright. So we draw a swamp. Sure. So we're going to kill Oculus. I guess now while they're tapped out. I don't know what they could possibly have to stop us from doing that, but... yeah, sure. Let's pay 3. Kill this. We got Drowner, we got Dancer, we got Dasher and Vixen. Connor and Cupid. Preacher. And Steam Core. Doesn't rhyme. Scholar! Draw 2. Discard. Second Dragon Hunt. Playland. Sure. Alright. We draw a Tide Binder. Huh. If this is an Oculus, they definitely would have flipped it, so it was fine. The creature would say go. One tappy guy. All right. Preacher's looking pretty mid here. Oh, I misclicked. I hit it too fast.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Well, that probably should threw the game away. I just clicked too fast. Didn't Tide Binder. And now we're in some big old doo-doo. 1817. So I don't even get a freaking card here either. That's bad. That's really bad. Alright. I mean, if we were to fire up the... we need to Tide Binder this again on our turn. And apply max pressure this turn. Do I want to Reef attack once or put the Soulstone active? Put the Soulstone active. I think we're in trouble. Little punties, little puntaroo, little punteroni. Born Aki. It would still be a 6-6, but it may be minus 2/2. Uh-oh. I think we're dead. FOMO. Inti. 7-14. Perhaps we're not dead. Discard another Oculus, sure. Inti reveals a mountain. So we get to block this. 7-14. Yeah, block this. Alright. I mean, I'd like to just draw Doomblade if possible. Alright. They still have a 7/7. But I get to attack and make a chump blocker, which is kind of gas. However, they can just Dragon Hunt and kill my guy. Yeah, I think we might be toasted this game. It was closer than it probably should have been. I think they have trample too, right? I haven't seen Inti in a while. Yeah, we're dead. We're super dead. All right, that's fine. All right, GG. My bad. I think I lost anyway, though. They would have just like killed my guy the turn after, so that was interesting. Good thing everyone's playing Infinite Graveyard Hate for Vivi, you know, like. So we're gonna bring in the Betrayals. Tidebinder. It's kind of interesting. It's like okay against some of their stuff, but they kill it so easily. I'm gonna cut the Tidebinder. And Annul's kind of nice against them. FOMO, Profs. I guess that's it. I think Spellpierce is pretty good. Very Spellpierce. Triumph, Shoot the Sheriff. Preachers. Big stuff. Preacher's cool. It's kind of hard for them to kill. Bats, Drowners, Pierce, Cecil, Trajectories. Bitter Triumph. What do we cut? All of our cards just seem good. 25 lands on the play. And the betrayal's gotta be in. Drowner, Triumph, Sheriff. Maybe we just cut a Spell Pierce. I might cut a Preacher too. It's a little clunky. I'll have to play. This is the downside of playing Dimir. When you draw no early creatures and both your payoff cards. There's certainly an A plus B in this deck of like draw the shitters and then play the card that makes the shitters good. Yeah, we gotta mulligan this. We can't keep this end. Sure. Alright, we're gonna keep this. You can dump the Drowner, I think. Just keep these bats rocking and rolling. One of mulligans 2 at least. That's good for us. Bring it on! I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around. Scoundrel. Sheltered by Ghosts. That's a bold sideboard choice. FOMO, Profs. We can't, like, remove Profs, but, like, I don't think we really care that much. So we're just gonna kill the things they play. I think it's FOMO. Creature also makes it so the Ghost doesn't work either. So they'll Profs, draw a card, then we'll take the next card creature out of their hand. Come on. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. Our Deep Cavern Bats have been kind of drawing out these dragon hunts pretty aggressively, but sure. Give it a bat again. And this time we see same hand. Watery Grave and say go. We're desperate to draw a Kaido or a Curiosity.
Waka waka.
Oh. Okay. Sure. Game 3. There's a slight chance I hit the wrong button there for YouTube. You might have missed that game. If you did, literally nothing happened. So you didn't miss anything. Come on! What are you doing here? A little hand of the week action. Now we're going to mulligan into a passable hand. It's not great. A little light on action here. It's definitely a tempo deck. You need to have like a curve. Oh, man. What a 7 this would have been. We dump the trajectory. That's so gross. I feel like this card is pretty good, but it's more good because it's just a 1-drop. And having 1-drops in these decks is just so important. Like, a 1-drop does so much for you. Putting you ahead of removal, to making props better. Alright, so we're just going to kill this. Maybe we just... The thing is, if I tap it, then my edict gets really bad. What else am I going to do, though? Sure. Alright, fine. Stuff. Our hand's pretty bad. It's the strategic betrayal. A betrayal most foul. Unlike that post-combat FOMO with the profs in play, you know? They're scared of something. Discard a land. Let me draw a Deep Cavern Bat. Not so nice. This sucks. Man, this game is night and day if we had this trajectory and killed this 1-drop. Like, actually night and day. Alright, we're just gonna eat the Mako. Yeah. Say go. Next turn we have Bat plus removal spell. It's tough. Tough.
whoa.
Siren. Sheltered by ghosts. Stays on top. Sure. Alright, so we're gonna go. I mean, we're gonna go bat, I guess. Bat, take a look. Their hand is Helping Hand, Get Lost. Sure. So if we edict them, then they sheltered by ghosts, and then we just kill the thing with ghosts on it. Pretty scrappy game. Both players do not have a lot going on. Soon Vivi gets banned, what's happened to the format? It opens up a lot, you know? There's a lot of decks that are, like, just pretty bad against Vivi and, like, could be good otherwise. Like, rampy decks and stuff. Kona decks, etc. They're going to ship the ground duder. Okay. Fire out the ghosts. Now they have a Get Lost. I think we just, like, play Spyglass Siren and say go and just map. I think if you only ban Vivi, Dimir does get really good. Dimir is very powerful deck. It's a little scary, but here come the sirens. Will they get lost by Spyglass Siren? We're gonna find out. They will not. Top card is Cecil. I'm at 13. That plays. That plays for sure. So, next turn could be Cecil and Bitter Triumph the Spyglass Siren. Okay. That seems pretty good for us. Sure. So, we're going to flip Cecil and start putting counters on it. That sounds dope. How about just don't draw a Heater this turn, you know? We could even draw step, target their Shelter by Ghost creature, and, like, we can Deep Cavern bat them in their draw step, which is kind of awesome. Here's Cecil. Here's a Mabby. A Reef. Right. Wait, hold on. Stop. Back up. No. Can I? Draw your card. Now, Bitter Triumph. Pay 3 life. Draw step Thoughtseize you. Oculus, Helping Hand. Okay. So, double Helping Hand, nothing else going on. And now we are off to the frickin' races. That's totally fine. Don't get lucky here and map Oculus in the graveyard. Don't you get lucky here. Alright, thank you. Appreciate it. And keep that on top. Interesting. Sure. So we're going to map onto the bat. Keep a Drowner. Take your Helping Hand. Play a Restless Reef. Attack, stay at 7 and make a 4/4 lifelinker. Not too shabby. Here's profs. Like, they're just like cycling the profs. If you're gonna cycle it, why not just like bottom it? You know, like they get 1+1/+1 counter, but it seems not great. So
Game. Blouses.
kind of a weird scrappy match, but we'll take those. On the play. That's a mulligan. That's a keep. I feel like we haven't done the Kaido thing yet, or the Curiosity thing. We're just like scrapping around with shitters, which is kind of fun. But all right, so we're gonna play I should have played Cecil, actually. I had the shock to do it, but yeah, that was really stupid. Rust Harvester? Huh. It's probably a munitions deck. We think they're playing, like, Torch the Tower and, like, Chainsaw or whatever is their removal. We could try and get the Cecil ahead of that. I kind of like this, actually. This map here. And let's ship this. Alright, cool. Draw untap land, we have Kaido. Okay. That's fair. Alright. We draw Bat. Great. Great draw. Batman. Tezzeret, Emissary, Rust Harvester number 2. I mean, Tezzeret's kind of fair game right now. We're just gonna kill it. I guess they could have, like, the 1 mana. I have a way to kill this Pinnacle Emissary, which could be annoying. Let's take the Emissary. Go to 14. Say go. Do I like the Bat in most matchups? I've not played a lot of Dimir this season, I'm not gonna lie. I've not played a lot of like Dimir or Is It. We're playing the serious decks today because I'm commentating, so I want to get some reps in with the top decks we're gonna see a lot. But Bat seems pretty good to me. I mean, most of the Cauldron decks are like going way down on Torch Towers and stuff. Looks like a pretty good time to be playing Deep Cavern Bat. All right. We've got a pretty awkward Kaido here. I don't really want to bounce either of my creatures. We're about to flip over the Cecil, which is kind of gas. I could hard cast Kaido. And then Harvester gets to peck in a little bit, which is kind of annoying. Killing this is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't want to give them a smattering of flyers, that's for sure. Alright, I think I got the, No. Very interesting spot. Very, very interesting spot. It's tempting to want to just hard cast this Kaido, but I think we're going to kill this. Let them have this back. They can warp it, make at least 1 token, if not maybe 2. Tokens are really good against the bats. I think this is fine. I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm not gonna do it. Just gonna say go.
Quite a moment for you.
Oh no, the lifelink! The lifelink is a no flip. I don't think that changes the math for me, but it's pretty annoying. Bat dies anyway. Sure. And now they can warp and harvester. Alright, whatever, it's fine. We'll just hardcast. We'll flip Cecil, hardcast Kaido, it's fine.
30 seconds to warp threshold.
Market Gnome? Say what? Is that game 1 draw card? Okay. Let me draw a Soulstone Sanctuary. Sure. I mean, not just a block, probably? What a game. What a game we got going here. Alright, so... Oh shit, I misclicked. God, son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, Tyler Murphy. It was an accident. I was having too much fun.
I was trying to get out of combat in my main phase and we were already there. That's horrendous. Alright, I was at a hardcast Kaido. That might cost us the game.
I look like a jackass.
That sucks. Saw the flip and thought we were still in combat. Oh my god, that's gonna cause the game. No, not like this. Oh my god. Well, that was a pretty... You know what? We might have actually lost anyway. That was actually like the literal perfects from our opponent. We might have just lost regardless. So I'd have a Kaido in play and then nothing else going on, really. I guess it would attack it, but holy moly. That was something. They have artifacts in the bin, too, for this drone. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Okay. So maybe it didn't matter, actually. Man, what happened? What happened to us? Let me just say go. These artifact decks do seem kind of good against this deck. Like, they just have a lot of incidental value and, like, small ball removal, which is pretty important. Tragic trajectory. Interesting. Killing the Harvester is kind of a big deal. We're just gonna die, though. I don't think it matters. They just have, like, a bunch of 3/3s. They shock us for 2. They flyers. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I just block and sack. This is 3 to activate, 2 to activate. Deck's kind of cool. 3/3 and we go to 3. Yeah, we're just kind of dead. All right. Weird game. Seems like what they're doing lines up pretty well against us. We're gonna bring in a Null and Spell Pierce. I imagine where Preacher looks kind of crappy. Tidebinder's kind of nice. Honestly, like Duress, Negate, a lot of tools here. Maybe we don't want Tidebinder actually. Like, it's pretty. They have a million shock effects. Yeah, let's go to Tidebinders. And then do we want like Feybloom Trick or like Negate or something? Wouldn't mind some more threats. We gotta got some of our removal too, I guess. Trajectory. Shoot the Sheriff. Shape trajectory. Travis. On the play. Yeah, hand's great. Having a card is pretty important, so ship to Cecil. Clockwork Percussionist. Alright. Deep Cavern Bat time. Emissary, Manufacturing, and then nothing. Let's go, I guess. Good old Feybloom trick. That'll do a trick.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
We draw a Duress, so we're just jamming and playing tricks, that's fine. But we have not been able to put together, like, Shitter Creature, 4 lands, and a Kaido or Curiosity. And we're 2-0, I mean, like, which is pretty good, you know? Ugh. Alright, that's stinky. Warwind is coming, just really, really far away. And 1 unknown card in hand. Alright, say go. Just a pile of shocks. No shock outlet just yet. Manufacturing number 2. Alright. Flood pits. Gonna drown you.
On the machine!
Ugh. They have torched the tower. Yeah, this seems like a pretty hard matchup. There's an absolute pile of shocks. Alright. Draw land 4. Still no Kaido or Curiosity payoff. Here's an Emissary. When this triggers, I'll kill it in response. They can't play another artifact. A lot better than go for the throat. Percussionist. 14-19. Alright. I mean, who can draw a relevant card first? The answer is not us to start. They're at 7 though, so we're going places. Their turn to draw a heater. Should I take 2 here? In case I play a bigger thing. We whip on a heater. Their turn. Okay. Whew. Alright. They're at 4. We are going to kill this. Discarding the rest. Untap. Alright, even better. Even better. We were going to kill it and spin the wheel and see if we had a torch or not, but now we should do this. Alright, we'll take it. That was a scrappy win, but we'll take it. Going into game 3.
Still a piece of garbage.
Not a big fan of Fable Passage in this format, but sure. Here is Rust Harvester. We draw Water Grave. Great. So, I want to go Cecil on 1, so I can go Trajectory and Spyglass Siren on 2. Or Bat. We can't get ahead of the manufacturing, unfortunately. Very aggressive. Alright. That makes me more inclined to just bat them, I think. Let's see why they're interested in being so aggressive. Double Reliquary and Market Gnome. So let's take the Gnome so they can't sack the Gnome to the Reliquary. That's a hand. That's definitely a hand. Alright, so they go. They want to sack Harvester or Extruder, they're more than welcome to. Head first, Harvester, yes.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
Alright. This is fine, I think. Now we just kill this. We can bat them again, too. Yeah, this is pretty good for us, I think. They're down to, like, basically nothing. Like, actually, yeah, I actually have nothing, so...
So you get nothing. You lose. Good.
We still can't put together Kaido or Curiosity plus shitters, but off the top they draw a Reliquary, which is honestly not that bad. Like, they now had lost their Extruder, so their engine's gone, and all they have is a freaking 0-3. You know, let's go like this. We're gonna Siren. Yep, we got punished for playing the land first.
I look like a jackass.
That's fair. There was dies, gain a life, and draw a card, so no rush to kill that one. Yeah, that's stinky. Alright. Still no Curiosity. It makes sense. I hate the cards, so it doesn't like me very much either. Market Gnome number 2. God, this is embarrassing. Do something, my friend. What are you up to over there? Why pass over starting time? I'm not sure. Honestly, this was it won a Magic Online challenge. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is a lot better when you actually have we actually ninja'd. We've not drawn a card off Curiosity or successfully ninja'd a Kaido in any of these games. We're 3 matches deep now, you know. It's kind of crazy. All right, there are 12. There's 4 of each, too. It's not like we're skimping either. Here's a Harvester. That's got to go. Here's a Percussionist. That's no problem. They're actually, like, very creaturey.
Get off my plane.
Ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap.
I learned something out of the shadows and into the fray.
I was a freaking nerd. All right. And
my eyes are as sharp as my sword.
All right, Kaido, shut up. Best part of not drawing Kaido is I don't have to listen to him. Put a counter. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Chat asks, curious, I felt the same but Curious Obsession as I did about Enduring Curiosity. Very different cards. The Curious Obsession, like nut draws, like turn 1 flyer, turn 2 obsession with that 1 mana counterspell backup, were pretty gross, but in a very different way. Alright, well, this game is really over. Well, we did it! We triggered Curiosity! Triggers on the stack? Nope, they haven't gone on the stack, they're just dead. They're just dead, stays based. 3-0 at Dimir. This deck's also pretty good. You know, I think if you're like really serious with Standard right now, it's mostly Vivi, Dimir, maybe a control deck, or you break it. You really figure out a way to kind of attack the metagame and be good against Vivi, but also good against other decks too. So yeah, clean 3-0. This looks pretty good. It's a lot of Preachers. I don't think Preachers like particularly great this metagame. I also am not a big fan of Passage. Like, the mana here is not that bad. I don't know if Starting Town is better, but yeah, I mean, if you like this kind of tempo control deck, I mean, this looks pretty good. So definitely a deck we'll see in Orlando, and that's the spiel. So more to go on stream. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.